Alright. Man, you can really see the snow coming down now. Winter is coming. I know that there's still that, like, check mark thing at the Gartner farm. I don't know what they want me to do. Oh, wait, I can look at the... Oh. Snow is creeping down the mountains. Winter will be here soon. Winter is coming, my guy. Winter is fucking coming. Coming to winter. You know, I couldn't figure out what they want at the Gertner farm. I don't really even give a fuck about the Gertner farm, to be honest with you. I don't give 2 fucks. Fuck off, Apollo. We hate you. We hate you. Girl. Alright. What do I want to make here? It's right on the mural. Magdalene. Dr. Stolz. So you're doing quick work with the mural, eh? Oh, hold on. I hope that doesn't make you sloppy. Oh, that's fucked up. Faring better than my thought. Are your remedies even doing anything? Well, I've rigged the scaffolding sheet so that enough air can flow through. That way, the layers dry quickly. Ah, yes, how clever of you. In any case, the council wants to hear what you're doing. I've been researching the early Christian history of Tasing, after the Romans left. Learning how people settled in the ruins, how the abbey was founded, why our saints are so important to us. It was a lot to take in, but I've settled on my subject. And... Product standing. Not built for permanent habitation. I actually don't know what I want to do. Paint the Bavarians settling among the Roman ruins, starting the Christian history of Tasing. I'll show how. I'll show. Oh, but maybe I should make this like a little bit more. I don't know, man. I'm actually stuck on this one. Because I actually don't give a shit too much about the whole, like, Bavarian settling among the Roman... That actually sounds kind of boring. This one actually is the most interesting, I'd say. Lady Curacao founding the abbey from the old Burgfried. It is how it actually happened. But this is more, like... history. I should probably have a little bit of like, oh, this is good for the church, you know, in it. Because I don't really care too much for this. We could make the church happy. And St. Maurice should be a major part of the history history because of the hand of Saint Moritz that people. I honestly like. I would love to paint this. I think it's really important to kind of show the history, and the major part of this city's history is the hand of Saint Moritz. That's why people travel here. So I say we include that. They're the saints closest to Tasting in Curacao and have been a part of our history for generations. The saints are a central part of Tasting's identity and income. Honoring them makes the town look better than it actually is, so I suppose that is worth something. You must always keep in mind that the mural is not just for you, but for all of Tasting. I remember. Very well. After this section, there's still so much work to do. I haven't even figured out how I'm going to portray the revolt. Ah, yes. I imagine it poses difficulties that the other murals do not. It's a strange thing to tell a story that still lives in the hearts of so many people here. I don't think anyone wants to talk about it. They've all just locked it away. It sounds like you have your work cut out for you. I'll leave you to it then. Oh, Dr. Stolz. Yes? Have you ever seen someone lurking around the Abbey? Or heard about it? I haven't been up to the Abbey in years, and no, I haven't heard anything like that. Why? I've seen someone following me a few times. No, I don't know anything about it. Now, if there's nothing else... No. Good night, Dr. Stolz. Good night, Magdalene. Okay, well... Now I only have the final part of the mural to finish. How should I paint the revolt? I'd always talked about how the Archdeacon was the only one seeking justice in those days. But what was his name? The only name I can remember is the name of the Archdeacon who came to Tasing when the Baron was killed. Jacob Essler. Oh shit. He looks fucking cool. He looks like a JoJo character. Holy shit. Maybe he wrote an account of the revolt as an Archdeacon. I'll write to him and ask. And of course I need to write back to Esther, too. I'll write to them tonight, before bed. Right. Where to begin? I'll write to the Archdeacon, Jacob Essler, and see if he can tell me about the revolt. I'll write a letter to Esther, too. I hope the couriers can make it through the passes before winter. Jacob Essler, formerly Archdeacon of Freising. My name is Magdalene Druckerin. I'm an artist in the town of Tasing in Upper Bavaria. I believe you passed through our community when you investigated Baron Rothvogel's murder at Curacao Abbey in 1518. Do you remember anything about that case that the people in Tasing might not remember? Ooh, the notes. Well, we do have a note. Did you see any evidence that might suggest there was some sort of a larger conspiracy at work? Thank you for any help you can give. Magdalene Druckerin. Dearest Esther, I hope you are well. You must know how tremendously happy I am for you and Simon. And Alicia too, of course, and your parents. It warms my heart to know that your family is doing so well. By the time this letter reaches you, I expect winter will have unfolded tasting. It's already freezing at night, so I've reorganized the workshop so that the inks don't deteriorate. Do you have to worry about that in Prague? You said it snows, but I always imagined it was warmer in the winter. In winter. Dad's condition is so much worse, and he's in so much pain. Dr. Stolz has been, well, he's a useless asshole. Only God knows why he's a bitter old man, but he's neglected Dad almost entirely. Some days he doesn't show up, and even if he does, he just snaps instructions at me and runs off. Just wish I understood why. I worry about Dad. I have asked Agnes for help, but there's only so much we can do alone. He's not going to make it. There's nothing I can do. Christ, I'm scared, Esther. The mural is progressing well, but I can't shake the feeling that someone is following me. I keep seeing this figure around town. After I explored the mines to see Tasting's early history, and then again in the Abbey ruins. If it's the person who attacked my dad, why are they following me? It's the strangest thing. Given me a fright a few times already. But I don't mean to worry you. Nothing's happened to me yet, so I think I'll be safe. The good news I can share at the moment is that the mural's almost finished. I should have it completed by Christmas, or soon after. Before the new year, at least. Then perhaps, at long last, I shall be able to visit you and meet this Simon. Anyway, I fear that this will be my last letter of the year. The Reich post has already been late, and reported worsening snows through the passes. We seem to be stepping into a harsh winter. Stay warm, and give my regards to your family and Simon. Yours always, Magda. There we go. Got our letters done. Can we just go check on the dad real quick? What that dad doing? I mean, she's probably just gonna say like, hello, Esther. But I just want to say hi. Hello, Magdalene. Is that it? Oh. Alright, well, he's fine. I guess we go to bed, right? How did this get here? Stop. Oh shit, this is the same one that the dad got before he was attacked. This is just like the note dad found. Who's doing this? I have a feeling we're going to find out sooner or later. I need to ask Dad about this. It can't be a coincidence. But he's been so weak. I don't want to upset him. Just need to wait for the right time. I hope there is a right time. Can the right time be right fucking now? No, let's wait till the morning. Let's wait till the morning. I just bothered him. Wait, I should get some rest soon. Go to sleep. Why bother him now? If he dies at night, I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to be fucking pissed. Oh god, it's a time speed up thing. Okay. Oh. How's that dad doing? Mr. Struckman, only one letter for you today. Is it from Esther or from the Archdeacon? I'm guessing the Archdeacon. The pass is nigh impossible to traverse, and the heavy smoke is hard on the horse, and me. Anyway, happy Advent, my dear. Thank you. The same to you. Ah, a reply from Jacob Asler. Mr. Struckeren, I too recall the Rothvogel case, though it has been a decade since I have served as an archdeacon. Yeah, I do remember him, it's just he looks more like a JoJo character now. I am no longer associated with the office of the Prince Bishop. In fact, I am no longer associated with the Catholic Church. If you do not mind conversing with a Lutheran, I will tell you what I remember. I investigated several murders as archdeacon, but none had the curious specter of conspiracy that haunted Baron Rothvogel's. After the peasants burned Cassau, I read a report suggesting that a conspiracy was behind the murder of the town carpenter as well. It was around this time that I did some research of my own into the death of Father Gernot's predecessor, Father Matthias. While no one suspected foul play at the time, I had reason to believe that his death may be connected to the two other murders. If this is the case, a serpent has lain coiled in the bosom of your community for decades. It may lay there still. What causes a serpent to awaken every few years to stage a new killing? I fear that finding the answer to that question may draw you into its reach. However, if you are determined to find the source of the trouble, I believe you must inquire with your neighbors. I urge caution in your investigation into this matter. If the serpent merely sleeps, it may be dangerous to poke into its old resting places. I hope this has been of some help to you. May God bless and keep you safe. Jacob Essler. No reply from Esther this time. It must have been delayed due to the heavy snow. The postman said I won't receive any more letters until spring. Better get back to the Rathaus then. Still more work to be done. I want to talk to the dad. What's that dad doing? Oh no. Oh shit. It's Christmas Eve. Good morning, Dad. I finally caught up on the mural, and now I can start the final part today. I promise, I'll get it done. Magdalene, I'm proud of you. Thanks, Dad. I'm sorry Dr. Soul said you can't come to the festivities tonight. I know how much you love the perch tin loaf. General folks celebrate around Christmas time, in which townsfolk dress as perchtin and drive evil spirits from the town to protect it from the coming new year. There's always next year. Right. How are you feeling? Dr. Stoltz said he would come by again today. Fine. I'm fine. Are you sure? Do you need anything? No. Go on. I'm alright. In fact, my spirits are lifted today. It's Christmas Eve, after all. Of course. What's wrong? Dad, I found a note back in November. Oh, here we go. A note? What do you mean? It was like a note I found in your plans for the murals. Just a scrap of parchment. It looked like it came out of an old manuscript. Elaborate writing, purple ink. It just said, "Stop." Do you know where they came from? Who wrote them? Magdalene. Oh god, that must be Otts. He said he dropped by with more firewood. If you know something, I'd like you to tell me, alright? I know. I will. Can we talk about it later? I don't think there's gonna be a later, Klaus. Dad. I'll tell you. I promise. Alright. I'll be back later. Good. Take care of yourself out there. Oh, you fucking asshole. God damn it. Just tell me. Just give me a name. Give me a name. Morning, Magdalene. Morning. I told you the almanac was right, didn't I? The moon forecasted a cold winter this year. Ugh, fine. You were right. It's a good thing you paid attention to it, too. Saved me a lot of trouble finishing work early. Anyway, here. I brought some firewood for you and your dad. Thank you, Otts. You're welcome. So, how's your dad? Think he can join everyone for Christmas Mass? I think he'll stay in bed tonight. I'll do my best to be there. I need to keep working on the mural, though. I'm working on the final section. About the Peasants' Revolt, right? It feels weird to talk about. It affected tasting so much, but we were just kids. I can't remember what happened, since I was just a baby. I never even knew my dad. That's what makes it difficult. I need to ask those who were already adults that night, but I don't want to touch raw nerves. What if you spoke to people while everyone was preparing for the Christmas festivities? Clara sometimes talks about that night. Mom, too. You might be able to ask them. Yeah, I can ask them. Washslav and Matilda are the only two Benedictines left living in Tasing. Maybe they'll talk to me. Huh, I didn't think of that. Still, the mural for Tasing, not the old abbey. Agnes has always been in Tasing, right? I go to her if I were you. Dad said she helped bury everyone who died that night. I wonder if you talk about it. It's your project, Magdalene. Might be worth a try. I wrote to the Archdeacon about it, too. He thinks the Baron's murder and Otto's death are connected to the revolt. The who? The man who came to Tasting for Baron Rothvogel's murder. What about him? Who is the judge for the Baron's murder? What if the deaths in Tasting are connected? I don't see how the old Baron has anything to do with the revolt. Are you feeling alright? I think you're looking for connections that aren't there. Maybe this this mural project is getting to you. I need to get to the bottom of the sots. There's something more to this. I know it. Well, we have the fucking notes. There's definitely more. If you're sure, I'll figure it out somehow. Thanks for the wood. Thank you. See you later, Mags. Thank you later, Mags. Ugh. Lutz is right. I should start talking to people around town. Better get started if I want to talk to everyone before the perch tin laugh. Okay. Who can I talk to? Yeah, the midwife. Ooh, the inn. Yeah, I think maybe we go to midwife. This house? Yeah. Hi, Veronica. Hello, Magdalene. Forget. Hello, Magdalene. Hey, Agnes. Magdalene Truckerin. I didn't expect to see you today. How was your father? He's not well, honestly. Oh no. I'm so sorry. He'll be in our prayers tonight. Ours as well. Now then, is there something else, something we can help you with, dear? You're old. You remember things. I have a small favor to ask. Oh, go on then. Spit it out. If it isn't too much trouble, I'd like you all to recount what you remember of the revolt. I'm nearly done with my mural, but I need more details. I was so young I don't remember much of that night. Oh, for that project of yours in the Wrath House. I'm afraid I won't have much to say about the matter, but alright. Come sit down, Magdalene. Don't worry about helping with the wreaths. It took me years to get the technique up to Mom's expectations, so you're better off not helping. Pah, you always did fine, Brigitta. So Magdalene, what do you need to know to finish the mural? I was hoping to ask you more about the revolt. All I can remember is the flames with the abbey burned. What part of the revolt? The abbot starving us out of our house and home? Otto's murder? I doubt that would be a good painting. It seems like the abbot of Crisal wasn't on very good terms with Tasting. Everyone but the fucking miller hated him, with good reason. He only ever cared about how many things he could get from us. Brigitta, don't forget to twist the ends in. Can't have it looking like a Christmas hedgehog. I'm getting there, Mom. I've looked after Martin and Kraft well enough, haven't I? I can manage this. Yes, well, after your father died, I've got no one left to nag besides you and that husband of yours. Thank God I have the both of you, as a matter of fact. Let an old woman have her vices. The Gertner's house was a bit sad. Droga always gets quiet this time of year. Whatever for? I reckon because that family's been hard-pressed since Peter died. Tasting's lost a good number of folks over the years, and feast days and celebrations make it harder to bear. You mean the revolt, right? The revolt, the murders. That fool Andreas had to meddle in everything. Didn't do too much good, if you ask me. Dad said that Master Maller made some mistakes, but that he was seeking justice for everyone in town. And I think your father is right in that. And yet, he'd already meddled enough in Tasting after the Baron's murder that he held more sway than he knew. I could understand if the first time he wanted to save that old monk. I dare say he saw him as a father. And it was proven the prior was a witch, so I suppose he did some good for Tasting then. Yeah, the prior was a witch. I think Warslav might be the only person left in Tasting who remembers the old prior. That's when the trouble started, I say. The townsfolk saw a monk killed, and the abbot was incensed. Then came the revolt, and Andreas Mahler happened to show up nearly the day of Otto's murder. Same with as long as I should have. Did the revolt accomplish anything? Well, the entire matter was a horrible, bloody mess, but did restore peace and tasting. By force. A shame it had to happen at all, I think. I knew the revolt was a bad idea from the start. Old Warslav would be the only one to know what happened inside the old church now, before the fire. Some like to say things were always this bad, the violence was the only way, but it wasn't. Life got worse over the years. It wasn't like this when I was a child, not in my grandparents' time either. Sure, the abbot was pinching the townsfolk and the peasants were suffering, but to go against the church? But like you said, things weren't always so bad. We fought to make things right. But things got better in the end, right? Even if so many people died? What kind of good comes from violence? I've never seen Peter so angry. A soldier even warned Peter, but nothing would stop him besides steel. So, nothing got better? At all? No, not as I see it. The Lord is just as severe as the abbot was, and threatens force at every turn. I mean, of course they're gonna do that, because they just saw you just do a revolt. That's life. You can struggle and die to accomplish something, and nothing changes. The dead are luckier. They died believing they changed something. We're stuck with the harsh reality. This is all you've known, Magdalene. You've grown used to it. We all have. Thank you for sharing your story with me. It's important to share our suffering with the younger generations. Maybe they can change something. Good luck on the mural, Magdalene. Good luck, Magdalene. Oh, shit. Sir, good luck. Good day. Good day. Why, mighty good day to you. Can we bother him? Hey. Hey, can I bother you, Balthazar? Ah, if it isn't Mistress Magdalene. Hello, Balthus. Hello, Gnazio. How are your inventions coming, Balthus? Oh, very well, thank you. I was just showing Gnazio how our Rathaus clock works on one of my smaller prototypes. It is a fascinating process, truly. I never considered that one man could make something so complex by himself. I'd love to create something so intricate one day. Maybe a new kind of printing press. And what kind of printing press would that be, pray tell? Maybe something with automatically sorted type. That'd make the process faster. Haha, you may be onto something there, Magda. Can you imagine? Automatic type. Truly an ingenious idea if one could ever make it happen. Stranger things have been attempted. True, true. Like those crazy flying machines. Can you imagine a man flying like a bird? Haha, preposterous. But all in time, they say. Maybe we will prove fools instead of them. In the meantime, shall we get back to work, Baltus? Oh, of course. Please excuse us, Magdalene. We're rather busy at the moment. Until later, then. Alright. Do your thing. Do your thing. Just want someone to read a fucking book to me. No one wants to read a fucking book to me. God damn it. She's turning into like a fucking child. Read me a goddamn storybook. Sister Gertrude, Baltus, Dr. Stoltz, and even Father Thomas. But none of them are reading it to me. Maybe I can try. Is the bad doctor? Imagine calling doctors like the good doctor again, like there's a bad doctor. I mean, there's probably is bad doctors. I mean, there are bad doctors. Definitely are bad doctors. But like, imagine like saying that shit again, like, oh, the good doctor. Um, no one's in town square right now. Well, let's go to the Gertners. Gertner. Hey, Big Jorg. Hello, Magdalene. Oh, there's Gret. Bless you, Clara. Hello, Magdalene. I would have thought you'd be working on the mural today. What brings you here? I would sit with you and ask how you remember the rebellion so that I can paint it, if that's all right. Ah, that was a sad time. If it will help you memorialize those we lost in the revolt, yes, I'll answer a few questions. I don't mind. I was a little older than you, so I probably remember more, Magdalene. Of course, Magdalene. We'll tell you all you want to know. I've been looking forward to seeing the mural for some months. Come now, sit with us. All right, story time. Oh, we're gonna work on this? Now that you're all settled, what did you want to know? Did the revolt have anything to do with the other murder that happened in Tasing? Oh, the murder of the Baron, you mean? No, not really. I only remember that Andreas attempted to be a peacekeeper in both situations. I suppose that's when things started going poorly. Yes, after Prior Fenric was discovered as a witch, people weren't as willing to trust the abbey anymore. Then the abbot became more severe. He didn't like that the prior's death rattled his control of Tasing. I still think the old prior cursed the town. That's when the crops started failing. I don't know about any of that, but his taxes and restrictions, and his attitude towards us, became harsher after that. It was all we could do to live by them, but it eventually became too much. Even with all the restrictions, was the revolt really justified? I keep hearing conflicting stories about how it began. Oh. Agnes blamed Andreas for starting the revolt. Is that really true? Andreas only ever sought peace from what I remember. He took it upon himself to try and keep justice in Tasing, even though it wasn't his home. Truly, it's thanks to him that we had peace for so long. We did everything we could to keep things from getting violent, but the Lord had other plans. Remember how sick and hungry I was all that time? Grandpa keeps saying it hadn't always been like that. All was fine until one of the brothers killed Otto in retaliation for finding out just how corrupt the abbey was. Well, my husband wouldn't let that rust. We all wanted a rest. When that soldier arrived and threatened us, all the townsfolk pulled away, except for you and Ulrich, Gret. No, Clara, I'm afraid even I was intimidated and begged Ulrich to leave the matter be. My husband alone stood with the peasants. I don't think they could have succeeded. The fucking, the, the Baron or whatever, or whoever, the fucking head person, the Archdeacon or whatever bullshit, would have put in more men. They would have been crushed eventually. Dad always talks about how he regrets that choice. That's why I wanted to paint the mural. Your father is unique in that regard. Most of the other townsfolk see the revolt's failure as proof that it was doomed from the start. Truly. If the entire town banded together, we likely could have succeeded without violence at all. By then, we were so starved and wanted justice so much, Peter truly thought success was possible. There was still some discussion. Ulrich and Andreas wanted peace. Then that fucking Miller protected that What? What's this? Tonsured bastard. He always hated us. Thought he was better than us. Ursula. Language. What, Mom? It's true. Lenhart even shot Ulrich. Out of nowhere. It was unprovoked? Yes. Leonhard always did hate the rest of the townsfolk. He would take advantage of anyone he could. My husband sought peace to the last. He was a martyr to us. I think the miller shot Ulrich to retaliate, but after that, Peter couldn't be stopped. We'd lost too much. That burning of the abbey was a grim night, and the soldiers coming in. Our men fought to protect us, to protect Tasing, and many died for that fight. We got rid of the abbot, and all the monks at least. Yes. And that is the same comfort, if only a little. Are there any heroes of Tasing I should memorialize? Bad, definitely. Peter always wanted the best for Tasing, even if he acted rashly by setting fire to the abbey. I hope you can portray him in the best light, Magdalene. I'd rather not talk about that night anymore. I hope we provided enough insight for your work. Ugh, I guess I can work with it. I won't ask anything further. Thank you, Magdalene. I'm certain the mural will be beautiful. So I guess the question is going to be, do we villainize, or how do we portray Peter in the mural is going to be the major question. Because obviously he's a big part of this whole... Who can I talk to? I have one more place to talk. Okay. Oh. Wait 1 second. Okay. Well, I'm going to try going to Father Thomas one last time, because I really want to see if there's a possibility that he'll tell me about Hans Bauer's farm. That shit's locked, baby. Martin Bauer. Can I even go do anything here? Nope. Man, I feel bad. Like, this house can't even be used. Fuck everything here, man. Oh, alright, let's go to church. And he's not here. Whatever happened to the fucking the seer? Ugh. We'll never know. The Mito. Oh. Hi, Alexander. You're wearing fancy colors. Well, if it isn't Magdalene? That's me. Ah, good. I've seen you around and heard your name mentioned. I apologize for not introducing myself sooner. I am Alexander. This is my partner, Casimir's. We are musicians by trade. Travelers by necessity. The weather trapped us on our way back to Würzburg for a Christmas celebration. I had hoped to win the Mice Singers competition there, but alas, we are trapped here until the pass is clear. Like, members of a guild for lyrical poet, blah blah blah. Alright, well, sorry. How are you finding Tasting? Everyone has been quite kind and no one has thrown anything at me for my music. Considering the circumstances, I'm counting that as a success. I have to admit I was quite upset that I had missed my opportunity to sing at the Mice Singers competition. You practiced so much for it. Yes, it's hard not to view the last year as a waste. You can try again next Christmas, can't you? Of course. Though the older I get, the less comfort I take in the possibilities of the torture. Missed opportunities sting up more with each passing year. Well, you have an audience here, the people of Tasting. If perform for them, I will. I love performing for people wherever I go. When I sing for people, I want to move them. I want to see it on their faces. It's only in that moment that I can connect with them. That's the only truth I know. The mice singer judges will rate me as they will. But that's not why I want to perform for them. I want to move the masters the way they moved me. Does that make sense? I suppose. I make art for my own satisfaction. But certainly if travelers didn't enjoy the art your father prints, they wouldn't buy it. I suppose that's true. Consciously or unconsciously, we're all shaped by those who came before and those who surround us. I'm sorry, just feeling a bit melancholy, I suppose. It's the long nights. I suppose you're right. All that darkness. Perhaps the Christmas feast will lift my spirits. Will I see you there? Absolutely. Almost everyone in town should be there. And I look forward to it. Until then. Well, nice meeting you guys. Oh, hey, Hans. Hello, Magdalene. Hello, Hans. Did you need something? How are you doing? Fine enough. Weather's getting colder. And the family? Healthy and hard-working. Simon's taking care of the winter provisions. He's a good boy. Proud of him. And you know how beautiful and kind-hearted Jutta is. Just like her mother. I don't know how I got so lucky. She's a miracle. She'll marry a good man soon, I'm sure. Do you have someone in mind? The young Otz is a good man, I've noticed. He's solid enough. Takes after his father. All the same, when Jutta has children one day, they'll be beautiful and kind like their mother. There are worse things to be, I guess. I did my best to raise her right, but her best qualities are all Hailwig. Give yourself a little credit, Hans. Kind of you to say, Magdalene. I should get back to it until later. Fucking brother Worslav. God bless you, Magdalene. Jetta. Ah, hello, Magdalene. We already said hi. Hello, Magdalene. How's the weather? We've been prepping for the feast in here all day. Too damn cold. It's like this winter will never end. Spring always returns in time. But come on. Come. Stay a while, Magdalene. At least we're in here where we can keep our fingers warm. You'd better keep your fingers out of my dough, Master Bauer. I didn't do anything. You snuck your little fingers into my cookie dough 3 times today. Do it again and I'll wrap your knuckles with the back of my spoon. Don't anger Mistress Matilda, Simon. Yes, sir. Sorry, Mistress Matilda. We need enough dough to make cookies for the entire town. You can't be eating it all. Anyway, what did you come in for, Magdalene? I was hoping you could tell me what you remember of the revolt. I was too young to remember much of it. No one ever seems to talk about it. Mistress Matilda and Master Worslav, you two are the only ones left who used to live in the Abbey. The only ones who stayed, anyway. Matilda and I have been friendly enough with the people in town. We put it behind us in time. You can imagine the other brothers had little reason to remain. Poor old Adolf's heart gave out that night. It was all too much for him. God rest his soul. Aww. We liked him. He was a good man. I'm not sure what happened to the others. All gone in any case. But the whole thing is a sensitive subject, Magdalene. Why are you asking? I want to portray the events truthfully in the mural, so I'm trying to hear everyone's account of events. For the sake of seeing it portrayed right, I'll tell you what I remember. Wait, Magdalene, here. Come cut cookies with me first. This is why we don't fall. That way we don't fall behind while we chat. We'll be grateful for the help. Alright, Magdalene. Cut out cookies from the dough and set them aside so Simon can put them on the tray. We'll need a good number of variety shapes, so don't hesitate to change whichever cutter you're using. We have enough for the whole town after all. We have to have enough for the whole town after all. Oh. Here we go. Okay. Wait, how? Huh? What the fuck? Oh, I have to do it like this, okay. This one's easy to do. Oh, shit. I wasted a lot there. Holy shit. Fuck. I'm not good at making cookies, as you can tell. Shit. Here we go. Hold on. Ooh. Here we go. This is how we do it. This is how we do. Damn it. Oh, it's still out. Fuck, I can't do those ones anymore. I think that's it. Oh, come on, man. You're breaking my balls here. I think that's enough. Are you done? Oh, so many are the same shit. Fuck off! Let me try again. Alright. She didn't fucking like it. Alright, I'm gonna make sure they fucking like this, alright? Let's watch. No! Boom, 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 boom. 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 Oh, it's too close to the edge. Okay, what if I do... Here we go. Fuck. I need to do one more of these. Why? Why does it hate me? Don't hate me because you ain't me. Alright, fine. We'll do this one. Okay. Two. What if I do this? Yes. 3. 4. Oh god. This is like so meticulous. Look at this shit. And then, ooh, boom. Hell yes. 4, 3, 4, 4. Okay. Hell yes. Why is there a line like that through here? Oh, because right, because I cut it out. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I was being dumb. I need some more circles, I think. A good circle here. Ooh, no, we want a good circle here. There we go. That's a good circle. Boom. No, let's there we go. There we go. No. Oh no! What did I do? I didn't mean to do that. Right at the tail end, I fuck it all up? That's in the middle of everything. I can't even do anything now. Okay, fuck. We gotta try and salvage. There we go. Is that good? Are you done? These look wonderful. Thank you. Oh, Jesus Christ. You can make more if you want, but it looks like we have enough. I think that's good for now. Jesus Christ. Riveting gameplay, making cookies. I hope you enjoyed. We better keep going if we're going to have everything ready for the procession tonight. So, what can we tell you, Mags? I heard the Landsknechts came into town before the revolt and warned everyone to leave the abbey alone. Could things really have been talked out, or was it too late by then? There were some people who wanted to talk. Master Mallow worked hard to keep the peace, but after Otto was killed. Oh, Andreas, a shame how he died. We at the monastery were fond of him. Clara said she and the other peasants felt the same way. Yes, Andreas did a lot of good for Tasting, in Curacao too. Even if the old abbot failed to admit that. He even revealed corruption in our own midst. The old prior Fenric had been doing witchcraft in the church. I still grieve that he died in the abbey fire. I know your father does too, Magdalene. Sounds like no one... Wasn't the revolt in general justified? Yes, I think so. We couldn't ever collect in the forest without a fee. That kept saying we couldn't live with higher and higher taxes. The night Otto died, the abbot was trying to excommunicate. Yeah, I do. Like, that is. He went overboard. He was trying to excommunicate everyone for celebrating St. John's Eve. A lot of people thought the abbot killed him in revenge. Turns out it was Brother Guy. He was embezzling funds from the abbey. Still, after Otto and Ulrich, that was too much. We burned the mill with both bastards inside. The abbot promised to help if Andreas found the person who killed Otto. All we wanted was to talk. You mean no one was supposed to burn down the abbey? Burn the abbey down? Why would everyone want that? We sought justice, not murder. It was too much for Peter. Lenhart was one thing. He just killed Ulrich. But to burn the abbey... When the Landsknechts saw the fire, they thought they had another revolt on their hands. Even Father Gernot couldn't stop them. We all fled. Brother Florian saved as many as he could, but... Brother Florian... Peter was wrong to burn the abbey. What the soldiers did, that was awful. Dad died protecting me, stabbed in the chest. I don't even remember what he was wearing, but I remember how dark the blood was when we found him. Almost black and sticky, like freckle, or like treacle. I don't even know. That makes even less sense to me. What? Dodd socked one of the soldiers in the face, but another was right there. Oh, I remember seeing that picture. Yeah. But another was right there. I even commented on that. Oh, Magdalene. Can we stop talking about this? Of course, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset anyone. Thanks, Magdalene. It's hard to discuss sometimes, you know? Good luck. We'll see you at the procession later. Until then. Dang. Time to go to the commons for the Perchtenlauf. Alright, time to go to get the Perchtenlauf, I suppose.